Hello and welcome to this week's episode.
There's a fucking baby on the podcast.
Yeah.
Zoom in.
The plot twist is it's Alex.
Oh, she called you a baby.
Sometimes I do think myself as a toddler.
I think we all do. Who was it? I think it was Kanye that was like, we're all children. No, was it? It was somebody that said, we are just all children. If you think about it.
We're all babies.
Until we die, we're children.
That's, yeah. I'm Caleb Perez. I'm here with co-host Alex and my guest, my niece Mariah, and my other niece, the niece of niece, Angry.
She's just breathing.
Yeah, wait. Question. What is the child to you? Is it a niece or?
She's my great niece. Why'd she look at me like that? Angie,
She's gonna start chewing on the mic.
I don't need your judgment, okay?
Anyway, what are we talking about today?
What are we talking about today? Well, I found just a couple of news articles.
Oh, I had something to talk about. It's going to be like a 5-minute rant.
Oh, sure. Yeah, go ahead.
What the fuck? Why'd you take away the full art cropping on Twitter, you fucks? I am so angry.
Oh, they did? They got rid of the art crop?
Everything on my timeline looks fucking horrendous now. I can't enjoy shit. Over the past, 4 months, I've been following artists on Twitter to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try to reference this later. I like their art. I like their style. It's just something I like. I like art, and everything is shit now. It's all cropped weird. It's just a bad crop. Who put shit in a fucking 3 by I think it's 3 by 5. I think is the ratio. Who does that? Who why isn't it by default like a secondary crop where it's if the image is a such and such size, it's I don't know, 4 by 3. It's just the reverse, but just bigger. Why is it not that? No, but they want to make it smaller for no fucking reason. I probably guess the reason it's probably money wise. It has to deal with it. I can guarantee it. But it's just you replace that, but then you give me an option for 2 fucking timelines? What? I would rather keep the crop than the fucking timelines. Why? What was the point? None of the memes look good anymore now because they're all fucking cropped wrong. Anytime somebody tries to post a picture trying to make a comparison, but it's only in one picture, it looks fucking. It's just everything looks terrible now. There's no fucking point. Who thinks of this shit?
Elon.
And that's another thing. Another rant here. Elon's not smart. Never has fucking been. None of those guys who've become billionaires are smart. None of them are.
What about Kanye?
If I speak, no, and none of it makes sense. It's just they're all idiots. Who removes the dislike button? Well, sorry, someone's hurt. Feelings are gonna get hurt. The comment section does worse fucking damage to me than the goddamn dislike button. God fucking damn it, dude. It's just true. Why are you taking away shit that doesn't? No one asked. No one asked for another timeline. No one fucking asked for the fucking the quintessential best Twitter feature of seeing an image, not just even art, in its entirety. Mm-hmm. Who does that? And and don't get me wrong. No. Let me even specify this. You fucking change the font on Twitter every other fucking week. It's either in bold or italics, motherfucker.
We're getting Comic Sans Twitter.
At this point, I wouldn't be fucking surprised. It makes no sense. Why? What is the point?
Also, Twitter views.
At first, it was placed in the wrong area. I'm fine with it. Who gives a fuck? But now it's in a different spot, and I'm okay with it. But why? What was the point of that? There's no reason for it.
I actually like the 2 separate timelines more than the Twitter views.
See, I'm okay with that too, but it's just why? What is the point now?
See, I just wish it was always more catered towards the people I followed rather than just random things that I don't care about.
True.
I think Facebook's the same. There's a home feed and my feed or something like that.
Are they just trying to make
it no better? I've been to Facebook jail for the dumbest thing.
Facebook jail.
I can't go back at this point.
Oh
if,
man.
If you say a bad word on Facebook, they'll just lock you up, and you can't comment for a whole. Well, at least for me, I couldn't comment for a whole day. I was like, I'm an adult. I can go to the store and buy myself alcohol.
Yeah, on Twitter they're just
say
it's just
a bad
racist.
word on Facebook, or I'm gonna go to timeout.
Yeah. I think everybody can agree that they hate Facebook.
I won't lie. As much as I hate the whole like, I hate when like the Jim Bro or like the Joe Rogans of the world go like, everybody's soft nowadays. Sometimes I have to agree with them because now it's all like, oh, everybody's sensitive, so we have to cut back on some things. I'm all like, no, that's the vocal minority. Nobody actually gives a fuck, except in that unless you're terminally online like some fucking weirdo. There's meanings behind memes. Touch Grass was probably one of the more significant ones ever to exist, next to Doge.
Angie has no idea what's going on.
It's quite literally no frontal lobe detected. Anyway, that was my rant.
Yeah, that's a good rant, though.
Fuck Twitter.
Twitter just keeps getting worse. You didn't think Twitter could get worse, but it did.
You know, and they've still yet to solve the you're probably going to have to censor this problem on there.
Yeah.
Still haven't covered that. Just still running rampant.
Yeah.
Because if you look for it, you can find it. It's terrible. This is like, okay, Twitter's terrible.
The worst.
All right.
So I have quite a few of Caleb with the news stories today. It might just take up the whole episode. If that's okay.
I thought the baby farted.
She might.
Oh.
Anyways, I guess here's Caleb with the news. In a world full of chaos and confusion, one man must take it upon himself to share the knowledge and truth of what's really happening. In recent news, Hershey warns of Halloween candy shortage. Study finds that all orange cats truly share one brain cell. And nothing, not even his own personal safety, will stop him from serving you the truth. Florida man decides to blow up own state after big stock earnings. This is Caleb with the news. Anyways. So here's the first news story. It's called Video Game Players Keep Revealing Classified Military Secrets.
Oh, is it this one?
Yeah,
I know this one.
You should know this one. So for some odd reason, people playing the tank fighting video game War Thunder keep leaking classified military documents, according to the Kotaku gaming website. In July 2021, players got into an argument on the game's forum about in-game depiction of Britain's real Challenger 2 main battle tank. To settle the disagreement, they posted what is essentially the tank's manual. The UK's Ministry of Defence soon got involved. And in October of 2021, it happened again. A player got into an argument about the in-game depiction of France's Leclerc main battle tank. To settle the disagreement, they posted a part of the tank's operation manual. And now again, in an attempt to get developers to change some in-game stats, a Chinese player posted an image on War Thunder's forums showing the classified military documents of some armament schematics, and it's with one of the actual tank parts sitting on top of the paper. So how this random nerd just got a hold
That Chinese guy's probably dead now.
He might be.
Like the giant guy.
Like the giant.
We'll talk about that later. But
How to trigger Alex in one thing.
it's I've been on the internet long enough to realize Caleb might make fun of me for being dumb, but I quite literally am not the dumbest in the room. See, that was supposed to be phrased like that. I bet the world, but that was funny.
That's rude to Angie. I mean, thank you, Angie.
Thank you, Angie. Anyway, no, it's I find military enthusiasts funny because that shit happens pretty often. It's like you have classified information. I'm going to settle it in a public game of War Thunder.
But the thing is maybe nobody would even care if they didn't say anything about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's true.
It's like if you accidentally like spill water under the couch and you're like, well, nobody will notice if I don't say anything.
Or that one time someone spilled tuna juices on my couch and no one figured it out.
Nobody ever guessed.
No one ever fucking did.
How? How do you not smell that?
Yeah.
I was a fucking bat. I'm Mexican at heart. I grabbed all the fabuloso so I did and rubbed. And it worked.
There you go. I guess that's the moral of the story for that news story. The better you cover something up, the more you won't get in trouble.
Even then, it's still kind of funny that they just have that. That's not like somewhere in like a file cabinet locked.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I have a picture of this I got from work. Fuck you,
The
random guy. On the
Chinese
internet.
guy literally just had a piece of the tank on his table.
I'm waiting for one.
This is how it works.
I'm waiting for one of these days. There's just some fucking science game, and some like U.S. researchers are like, "Nah, bro. I worked on Bigfoot. Here's how you're wrong." I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the most dumbest fuck up in history. I'm waiting for it.
It'll happen.
I feel like the truth catches up eventually. Like you go to museums and it's like there's this secret society that went on 50 years ago that was completely like random and we are talking about it now, but you know, like
Anyway,
there's probably more going on in the world.
yeah,
but
like no research. Did I talk about this last episode about the secret like Roman emperor they found in a coin, and then everybody was all like, fuck it.
They just didn't care.
they found a secret temple in Yakima, I think.
See, and why aren't we hearing about this?
I mean, it's in a museum. I went there and I was like, what the heck?
The
This is
temple
actually
in a museum.
Well, no, it's
Or the
like
temple
on
is the
4th
museum.
Street or something like that. That they in the museum they're talking about a hidden mysterious temple they found in Yakima.
Is it
That
like
they're
a
just
a
like-
church, or is it like some like?
I think it has not like what's the symbol? It has like it's like this and it has a G in it.
Oh, the fucking the Freemasons.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It took
No,
me
that's
to-
the Freemasons and both the G in it.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
But do you remember when we went there and there's like a dude in a suit and it was like super creepy? He has like the Babadook hat, but he has like one of those like a pin. But he had to do it was like a whole like secret society thing that they had going on in Yakima. But it's like back then that was probably like all secretive.
Yeah.
Like you knew about it, you get killed, and now there's just like, well, this is what's going on now, guys.
Well, honestly, back when we went there, we were just kids. So I saw that G, and I thought that was like the symbol for Gru from Despicable Me.
I thought it
You're
was
fucking with me, right?
Illuminati.
I
Doesn't it have connections like a conspiracy? Like
The
allegedly,
Freemasons have always been weird. Welcome to 4chan lore with Alex again. The Freemasons are weird because they technically they're kind of more like the revolutionary like the America's revolutionary fathers kind of like BFF group. It's the group chat name, honestly, if you were to look at it historically. And like they did stuff, but it's not like we're sacrificing babies. Zoom in. And then like they're not doing any of that. At most, they were just kind of like a secretive group. And like sure, sometimes like depending on the circle of conspiracy theorist group, it's like sure the Freemasons and the Illuminati might just be like the same side of the coin. Or say like the same coin but two different sides. But it's just like
What?
They're just weird. They just in a weird way, the only influence they really ever do have is like they put shit on like walls or buildings. It's just like, oh, if you're in the know or the group chat, you know that block on that cylinder right there, we did that.
So they're just a glorified club.
But what if it's
Really?
like subliminal messaging?
See, and that's another thing. It's like if there was, it's been like damn near 200 years, probably almost damn near 300 now. If they really had an ulterior motive, it would have been brought out. And now like the Freemasons are kind of almost public knowledge. So if anything, they're not really the Freemasons anymore. There's probably now a group within the group
They're just the Masons.
or somebody.
I don't know. I had it, then it I lost grasp.
Oh, she's drooling.
Well, yeah.
She's
It has
hungry.
2 teeth.
She has 2 teeth.
What a dork.
But yeah.
But yeah, no, Freemasons are weird. That's always been a goofy one. All right, give me the next news story.
Okay, this one's a little more recent. Demar Hamlin applies for trademarks related to his cardiac arrest. The Buffalo NFL player Demar Hamlin has found a way to make some money off his on-field cardiac arrest. Hamlin applied for 2 trademarks for the phrases "Did we win?", which is reportedly the first thing he said when he came back to consciousness, and 3 is back because 3 is his jersey number. According to the United States and Trademark Office records, Hamlin filed for the trademarks on January 6th, just days after he went into cardiac arrest on the field during the Monday Night Football game. Records show Hamlin is intending to use the phrases on shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, hats, pants, shorts, jackets, plus printed and downloadable posters, mugs, and ornamental novelty pins. Wednesday, Hamlin was discharged from the hospital and is now back at his home in Buffalo with his family. So, yeah, isn't this just American capitalism at its finest?
Well, did they win?
Yeah.
They did
No,
not.
the game never
done.
continued.
Well, I forgot who was up. I don't
His-
remember.
I'm gonna be
Buffalo and
honest.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh no, I meant like I forgot who was up in the like point system.
Oh, the Bengals were up by 4 points.
Good old Andy Dalton.
He's not there anymore.
Oh, well,
It's Joey Burrow now.
Did that catch on camera? That would have been fucking funny. That was a nice toot there. Tip my hat off to you, ma'am. Anyway, though, yeah, no, that's
It's very
like sure
interesting.
it's your heart attack. Do whatever you want, but that's just kind of goofy.
A little bit.
Little cornballish
It's a
only to
little
mine.
goofy. Yeah, I definitely I found that very hilarious reading this morning. So
Like who's gonna buy that?
bless you.
probably quite a few people. I can definitely see people buy, like Buffalo fans in particular, getting 3 is back. Yeah, I thought that one was
Yeah.
cool. Like 3 is back is like, yeah, let's go. He's back. But,
He's back.
But the did we win? I can't see catching on as much because it's like he might have said that when he came out of consciousness, but like a lot of people could ask that. But I don't know. I guess he do him, and if he can make money off of that, then honestly, all the better for it.
Dude, she's just making fucking noises.
She's chilling. Okay,
No, the visual entertainment for the viewers is gone now.
go play, little one. Go play. But yeah, Demar Hamlin. At least he's doing good enough to make some.
Was he even
financial
okay? No, not to be a
decisions now.
dick because it's been a week now. No one should really care for these comments. Was he even a good player? Like, what's his stats?
I don't really know.
Was he
his
just
stats.
some like C-list player?
With a lot of defensive players, unless they're like incredibly, insanely good, they usually go unnoticed because it's usually the quarterbacks and the wide receivers that get most of the attention. So the offense, because not even the offensive line gets too much attention, but you have to be like a really stand out player for defense to be like, yeah, we're going to talk about this guy all the time. So in a sense, no, he wasn't really a prominent player, but that's just due to the position he played. So
I don't see you in the NFL, Alex.
Ooh.
You just sit there.
Yeah,
and
because I don't want to have a heart attack or a brain aneurysm on the fucking
Have
field.
you seen
Guess
like
that is fair.
was it Green Bay? I could be completely wrong, but
Mm-hmm.
they like mocked him supposedly.
Oh no, it was Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Did they?
Pittsburgh, that's right.
Okay, I don't exactly know if that was recent or not, but it's like one of the guys was still left on the ground. And one of the Steeler players went up to him and CPR.
no.
And I won't lie, I giggled. I was like, oh, but it's
People
like,
were so mad about
I
that.
could,
Though.
I know what I think it's in the group. Fuck it, let them make jokes. Who cares?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people care.
It's been a week.
Well, I mean, he almost died. Like most people.
Yeah,
that
hobos
I talked
die
to
on the
about it was
hobos
just
die
like,
on the street every day. No one gives a fuck about them. Let's move on. Fuck it. Who cares anymore? I'm going full Skip Bayless. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Skip Bayless.
That shit was last week. Where's,
All right.
where's the Super Bowl?
Hashtag cancel Alex.
Let's go. Woo!
Are you related to Alex Jones?
So, dude, if I was related to Alex Jones, bro, that'd be so fucking lit. Because I'd start asking him about the most stupid shit, and I'd be entertained for hours. I'd be like,
You're like, I like frogs.
and then he'd be, and then boom, right there. For at least 2 hours, I'd have entertainment for days, and I'd be fine with it.
I guess that
Everything I've said in the last 5 minutes was a joke, by the way. If you took any of that seriously, you have problems.
I hope not the Alex Jones one because that one's actually funny.
Okay, maybe that one, like 55% on that one, but okay, question though. You know how weird it would be to be related to them and like actually without any funny? It's just like, yeah, I'm related to Alex Jones, the guy that said a shooting was made up by actors by the U.S. government for their demon children.
Like, yep. That's
Can I
same
mute him?
Alex Jones.
Yeah, no, it's I just find it fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
Alex Jones is weird.
Alex Jones literally.
It's kind of crazy how in that Kanye interview, just because Mariah brought it up earlier, that out of everybody in that room, Alex Jones wasn't the most
wasn't the
crazy
craziest
one.
What?
Did you watch that interview that Alex Jones had with Kanye?
No.
Oh my gosh,
Out
it
of
was
everything,
so
that was the one
funny.
you don't watch.
Like literally, somehow Kanye made Alex Jones look like a perfectly normal, sane human being.
I don't know. Kanye has some really good points, though.
He said Hitler did nothing wrong.
Oh well, I haven't seen I haven't seen any recent interviews, but I saw an interview that he did like 3 years ago with I forgot who it was, but he actually had some pretty good points. Nothing political, but he was talking about how to reinvent like the school system to teach the children how to like farm and stuff, and like hydroponic systems, and like I don't know, just like
I've
actually
said
has
that
some good
multiple
points.
times, but no one gives me credit for it. The entire school system is based off the Cold War. That's all it is.
See, I guess I hate to say this, but to be fair, if you aim with a nuke, you're eventually going to hit a target.
Yeah.
What is
Gonna
this child
fall.
doing?
If she falls, I'm gonna giggle.
Well, she's going to right now.
Stop doing bad things.
She's not really doing a bad thing. She's just
She
trying
can
to
stand.
exist.
She falls because she can't.
Okay. Anyway, next news
All
story.
right, next news story. So this one comes from Susanna Herculando Huzel, which I'm pretty sure I said that wrong. This comes from her official Twitter page. It's officially news. T-Rex had baboon-like numbers of brain neurons, which meant it has what it takes to build tools, solve problems, and live up to 40 years. Enough to build a culture. And there's a paper out on it, which I didn't read. But I saw this, and I was like, the T-Rex was as smart as a baboon,
I don't know about that.
able to... That's what they said. Studying the brain canals of a T-Rex, they've studied that it has the same number of brain neurons it would take to build tools, solve problems, and live up to 40 years.
But how they don't even have opposable thumbs. Their hands are like this.
It doesn't matter. They might be, monkeys don't have.
They can use their mouth, but like, even I don't know. Maybe if you had an articulated tongue, you could do some stuff. But
It's
no,
like if something didn't have legs, and you're like, that has potential to be as fast as a cheetah, and you're just like, I don't know. I didn't see the statistics, but it's just hard to believe.
like I could probably imagine that it probably had like a diverse like like how would I even say it? I'll doubt that. Well,
Dolphins don't have any limbs, and they're still pretty smart.
yeah, they.
Well, that has nothing to do
I could have. Okay, they get high. But I was gonna bring up something else completely different, but I just don't want Caleb to do the editing. But they probably have like some like not articulated, like they have probably in like a unique or pretty complex way of like probably talking to each other and communicating. Maybe they had tools. Maybe, and I'll give it to them. I'll play advocate for them. They probably set up traps.
Well,
maybe.
Think about this: when people conspiracize about hidden societies and ancient societies lost to time, what if the T-Rexes had a bustling utopia? All the dinosaurs were actually super
Out of all the
intelligent.
dinosaurs that actually could have been like reptilians, I don't think it's a T-Rex. It had to be something smaller.
What if the T-Rexes had spaceships?
You know, there's a book on that.
They flew around. There's a video game on that too.
That's oddly weird.
Yeah. One of my
know.
favorite games. Yeah, you never know. T-Rexes, dinosaurs, maybe were the first modern society until the meteor hit.
Weird takes with Caleb.
Maybe they had their own history where they had their own Twitter, but it was called RAR.
You know, unironically, that would be funny.
Yeah.
What do you think T-Rex Elon Musk was like? I think he is also probably a dumbass.
I thought like T-Rexes were like deer though. Like if you just don't move, that they.
That's a myth made up by Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how could you even track that? How could you even know?
Well, they didn't know. They just made stuff up for the movies.
Yeah.
Like
that makes
how
sense.
they made the velociraptors like 3 times the size they actually were in
They're
real
like
life.
chickens, right?
They're like 3 foot tall.
Except for
Some
like the
chickens are
Utah
pretty big.
Raptor.
Some chickens are big. Yeah, but the Utah Raptor is actually that big,
Yeah.
which very funny that they didn't they discover that like just a couple years after the movie came out too?
Yeah.
So they predicted something that already existed.
Yes.
So it was just addicted.
True facts with Caleb. Favorite dinosaur, go now.
I like the Triceratops.
Really?
But if we're talking just if we're talking dinosaurs in general, my favorite's the Triceratops. But if we're talking specifically carnivores, I really like the Spinosaurus and the Velociraptor.
Mariah, go. You good? Can you stop dying on the podcast, please? Thank you.
I don't know. I always like the Parasaurolophus, but the older I get, the more I realize that they're kind of
They're just
wimpy.
geese.
Yeah.
You just like the wimpy
But
dinosaurs. That's
I
fine.
like the Velociraptors, but also like crocodiles to be able to live.
You know
that
what? Fair
long.
take. I'll allow it.
Crocodile.
They-
I'll allow it.
They lived for
Like the really big one, or like just actual modern crocodiles. Which one's that one? Caleb?
What are they called?
The
Caimans?
Sarco.
The big one.
Sarco. It's something Sarco.
It's here on screen.
Sarcosuchus.
Anyway.
Or in text to speech, will say the name.
Yes. No, that one's a pretty base take. What is Alex's favorite dinosaurs? Unironically,
Mosquitoes.
fuck mosquitoes. No one likes mosquitoes. That's as bad as Twitter.
Yeah.
I'll do a Caleb take here. Favorite dinosaur of all time? Gotta be probably.
Gotta be probably.
Shut up. I'm thinking.
Wait a minute.
But Mariah actually did have probably the most logical take that I think like crocodilians are probably the best dinosaurs because they're the only one who survived the extinction.
For real?
So
They're not. I think this is a stupid question. Yeah, they're not mammals. I mean,
The reptiles?
trying to think of the 5 forms of life.
there's mammals, reptilians, which are dinosaurs.
No, those are not species. Like fungus, bacteria, animals. Out of all of those in the animal category, they're probably because they're not insects. I mean, a lot of insects lived those millions of years, but crocodiles somehow their genetics.
What's the one with all the horns?
The Stegosaurus.
No, those are back plates. Like it's like a
Like-
triceratops, but there's like more on the side. I forgot the name of it. I'm having an aneurysm.
It's Styracosaurus.
That one. And then probably if I had to do a predator, I'm a basic bitch. I like me a T-Rex.
T-Rexes are really cool.
But if I had to choose a favorite herbivore that wasn't that one, Brachiosaurus, because I'm a basic bitch. I like the long neck ones. Insert joke about me liking women with long neck here by my brother, because apparently that's a running bit with him.
I guess Alex just really likes the dinosaur nugget dinosaurs.
Dude, low key though, the T-Rex ones go card. I'm not saying I think they cook the best.
Have you seen that? It's like I see it quite often. It's like a video. It's like a pile of mashed potatoes. They put like broccoli, like trees in the
Bro,
back
my
for a
girlfriend
nugget.
sent me that the other day. I was like, yo, I want
You
dinosaurs.
have a girlfriend. 2023 is the year
Yeah,
that it's
we'll
gonna
bring this
end.
up later in a different episode. Anyway,
Well, the meteor is coming straight towards Earth.
Just
now.
like the dinosaurs.
I'm
all full
gonna punch
circle.
that shit like Goku, bro, or like Superman. Anyway, fucking the I wanna talk about more about dinosaurs. That's today's episode. Dinosaurs.
I still have one more news story, but we can keep going on dinosaurs.
Okay, no, go with your news story. Then we're gonna talk about dinosaurs.
Okay. Here's the last news story. Here is the title of this final news story that I found. Aaron Rodgers of the Green Bay Packers, won't stop talking about the Hat Man since his ayahuasca trip.
ayahuasca.
I want to
Ayahuasca.
take DMT so bad,
Okay.
but we will talk about this later.
Not much is known of the mysterious Hat Man, except that Aaron Rodgers first started seeing this shadowy figure after his how do you say that again? Ayahuasca fueled trips in Peru during the 2020 and 2022 off seasons. Aaron says he will sometimes appear in the distance, usually veiled by darkness, holding the corpse of a dead rabbit and sometimes a blade. Teammates are concerned for the quarterback, who now fears being in the locker room alone after he claims the lights started to flicker and turn off one by one. He continued, "It was behind me, not even breathing hard. I heard its feet hitting the ground in a constant rhythm. I ran to my car, opened the door, and slammed it behind me and locked it as fast as I could."
Motherfucker has a stand, bro.
Well, psychedelics are not for everybody.
Yeah, he probably has a Joe Rogan knowledge here. He probably has like an underlying like mental health issue, and like the drugs probably
it
Oh,
awakened
yeah.
it.
I know a friend that he would smoke weed and he just went completely nuts.
Yeah.
Like, he used to. So I lived with my aunt, and he lived behind my aunt, and he like was like, "Dude, I'm freaking out." So like I met him in my car, and he's like, "Turn off the car, turn off the mics," and was like trying to tell me that the government was like trying to kill him and someone was after him, and I was like,
Man, I knew what you smoking right now, dog.
but like some people actually develop schizophrenia through marijuana psychosis. Like it's crazy. Like some people can just smoke it and go about their day. It makes their day better. Some people will actually like think
Like,
something's
break
after
down.
them and just like completely psychotic mode. You know, like
Yeah, that's probably what happened to Aaron.
Yeah.
especially with something like I don't know.
Plus, he has question though. I don't think it's ever been fully documented with a football player too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh, yeah, with
so the brain
trauma.
damage, or the possible brain damage, on top of taking a very, very strong hallucinogenic drug.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing
That's
about
kinda wild.
ayahuasca and DMT, it's supposed to be like a 15-minute high.
Yeah, but
It's like the shortest high you can possibly.
but
Like,
we don't really fully. Okay, so I guess here's my argument. We don't fully know, I guess, the long-lasting effects. Like, sure, you get high once, but then that's like the aftermath of what could happen, like that affects, because there are kind of studies, I guess it's now appropriate in this day and age to actually talk about and research this stuff. So with a hallucinogen like that, on top of possible brain damages, being an NFL quarterback could have some effects that probably weren't seen before with a lot of people. Because I've heard some crazy ass DMT stories off the internet where some people were like, "Yeah, I lived a regular life. I saw a couple little elf guys and I had fun, had a fun time." But yeah, there was this bounty hunter next to me that killed people, and he was having a full down breakdown.
but I don't think that's DMT, because most DMT trips, like you're seeing patterns that like. Have you seen that video that's like they put salt on the table and they start like amplifying hertz into it and it starts changing pictures? Like that's pretty much what you're seeing, but like in more of like a calming effect. You know, it's not like, "Oh, I just spoke to this elf and he told me everything's gonna be okay." Like that's meth, bro.
Ask
You're
the
doing
guy that
meth.
uses drugs. I don't really know.
But,
Doing something
I mean, I
wrong.
have a friend that she used to do a lot of heroin. She was a heroin addict, and she started doing DMT, and that changed her life around. She doesn't do heroin anymore.
Good
But she
good
does-
for her.
You know, and I have friends that like, I think like there's a difference between just getting high just to get high, and there's a difference between doing it like people. There's like a whole ketamine treatment now for people that like actually it treats PTSD and stuff like that. Like if you're just abusing it, it's like
It's a tool.
it's like
Maybe.
some people just take what's that cough medicine, or even like some
Codeine?
not codeine. It's like triple C's or something like that.
That's
Like,
a new
people
one to me.
will just like take that stuff just to get high, but some people take it to like actually get better. And I think once you abuse it, like any tool can be abused. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
you use it the wrong way. Like I know people that were addicted to cocaine and they've done.
Are we
mushrooms
recording?
and they don't even do drugs anymore. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying?
right.
Okay, I just had
But-
an aneurysm there. I saw it red is bad. Anyway, Mariah, keep
I
it
don't know.
going.
It bugs me when people are just like, "Oh, I talked to this elf," or like,
I don't know.
"I'm
Ask
high,
Joe.
bro."
Ask Joe
Like,
Rogan. He sees elves and
But
clowns.
Joe Rogan actually like he does it for medical purposes, like to actually he doesn't do it to just have a good time. I'm gonna go into this party. I'm taking this DMT with me. Like that's the dumbest thing. I hate people like that are like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get high because it's cool." Like I don't know.
In
Joe
Aaron
Rogan
Rodgers'
is
case, it
more-
seems like he was trying to do something, and it just kind of backfired.
I don't know, but apparently this isn't the first time this has
I
happened.
feel like it could be your subconscious too.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, I think
Or
this
he
is
just fried his
dude,
brain pretty.
no, that's what I'm thinking.
Aaron
here.
Rodgers has kind of been going crazy over the years too, so it wouldn't surprise me.
He
He
has
has
to.
some sort of brain injury.
Oh, he has to. And then and if he did take, what did he take? Ayahuasca? Or DMT?
Ayahuasca.
Yeah, ayahuasca is a little bit different than DMT, but
yeah, it's like a tree root. Ayahuasca is a root.
yeah.
Yeah.
The DMT's I don't know I don't know my drug knowledge too well here, but no, it is a bit stronger. But yeah, no, it's this is probably a brain issue that hasn't been checked. I'm gonna be honest. Speaking about football again, I probably shouldn't because this isn't my realm of speaking, or at least speaking here.
Lions fan.
I'm now a Rams fan, but apparently the Lions are fucking at it, baby.
They're out of the playoffs, but yeah, they knocked the Packers out, and put the Seahawks in. So I guess a lot of people.
He's just a bandwagoner.
Apparently, a lot of people like the Lions right now from Seattle.
Lions are just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
F the Lions.
But but it is kind of weird that they don't like. I know. I know why they don't do it because it's so like, oh, all the players are fine, all of them having underlying medical issues, and they try to cover it up, but like, nah, genuinely, they probably should like at least every year or every few years do like a brain scan or brain check or just like a body check and be like, yeah, you're on the verge of fucking dying. You should probably stop playing.
Do they not do that?
Nope.
Like, oh well, give me 5 more million.
Nope.
And I'll keep probably not even 5 more.
They don't spend. Honestly, I don't think they spend anything on the players other than the bare fucking minimum.
I think that's true.
And even then, I don't even think they even do that.
But I mean, they make so much money. Like, aren't you concerned about your own?
They don't give a fuck. It's money. I don't care about.
You get a whole new round of new players next
every year. Quite literally, football is just idiots replacing idiots. At the most basic level, it's just. I'm gonna eat this pig, but the pig already is gonna get rotated for a different pig, so I'm fine. And then that cycle just continues to go on as the white guy sits in his couch and yells.
Pretty much.
It's a bad system. I really do think most any sports activity should have like some like health benefits or something.
This might be really controversial, but I'm surprised like it's not been protested. Like PETA is constantly protesting police dogs and racing horses. Like horses aren't like work horses is like, or working horses, even like pulling carriages is like a no now. But we're like working these human beings.
No, this isn't a wild
and
take.
Nobody even.
I think a lot of people agree with this.
No,
yeah, but I mean, anybody's gonna be like, well, because people nowadays are snowflakes. Back then, we worked 15-hour days and went to school. And
I did slavery for men.
Yeah, exactly.
Legal slavery. You're an idiot.
I don't know what you want me to say. Things are better now.
Yeah. Or at least are supposedly better.
Isn't that exactly what you worked for, was to make things better? Why are you complaining that people are enjoying the fruits of your labor?
They didn't have it, Caleb. Now they're all like
jealous.
Yeah.
They're jealous for the things they worked for.
But no,
holiday pay? Not where I'm from.
Not where I'm from. I'm working Christmas, New Year's, 4th of July. I'm off though, America, baby. Woohoo!
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but no, I think. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers probably needs to get checked out. If your teammates 100%. Are like, yeah, bro, somebody needs to sit with him, like everywhere. Go to the doctors immediately.
He definitely needs a mental health check.
I don't even think a brain scan.
That too.
Like, if you're seeing a quite literal demon or a fucking stand from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure following you around with a dead rabbit and a fucking sickle like he's a Batman villain, you might need to go to
Stranger Things
or that. What you basically described to me was fucking Wonder Review. It was fucking hilarious.
If you want to dig even deeper and think unlogically, what if he unlocked a veil where some different dimension, dude?
Bro, he's become. If
the
Aaron
Babadook is after
him,
him,
protagonist, I would fucking. I'd be
Roger.
So down.
What's Roger Rabbit? The whole Rogers, he just like killed him. He's like, "You're next, Mr.
Oh
Roger.
Shit, I remember that movie.
Mr. Roger, Aaron Rodgers,
Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, Roger Rabbit.
Oh.
But
I don't know.
Yeah, I never would have thought in my entire life I'd be seeing a story of NFL quarterback Aaron Rodgers getting chased by the Babadook.
It's wild. Genuinely, I think he needs a bit of help.
I think so too.
I think all NFL players just need a little bit of help. Like, there's no way.
She agrees.
She agrees. Even the fucking infant with no frontal development in the lobe even agrees, man. I'm just that good today.
Yeah. She knows. She knows what's good and bad already.
I know, man. Like, I hope Aaron Rodgers finds help because that's I won't lie.
Terrifying.
I'm making jokes about it because that's how I'm explaining it, but that is serious. Go find help.
It's genuinely terrifying that he's seeing that in one way or the other. That's kind of weird because the drug trip shouldn't be lasting this long, dog. Yeah.
Especially ayahuasca. What about peyote?
That's also another hallucination. I think that one's stronger.
Oh yeah, that's like the strongest.
Yeah,
You have to like go.
Isn't that made from like
cactus?
I thought it was frog sweat.
No, it's a cactus.
It's a
Frog
cactus?
sweat is.
All those hallucinogens are fucking wild, though.
They're all bad.
But it depends how you use them.
Yeah, because I mean, that's how the natives spoke to their gods back then. We're like, here, lick this frog, and you'll see your ancestors real quick.
Frog.
Dude, my favorite genre of ancient meme culture is like the guy who sucked on a cow's titty and then ran back to the village and said, "Dog, you gotta fucking try this."
That's the dumbest thing ever.
Or it's like, I licked this frog, and then he looks at his homie, lick it. Why? Just fucking lick it, dog. I can't explain it. And it just becomes part of the culture. Has to be my favorite genre of meme. An ancient meme, dude. Try this.
Try this, dude.
Because on the flip side of that, some people died from it. It's like, Jerry took one for the team.
I'm trying to think. Maybe it was mushrooms or peyote that they were just like. It was like a ritual that they're like, try this, and then they just like sent them off into a cave, and they just like. Or maybe it was
Caleb,
something
take a photo of this. I'll edit it in Photoshop. Try this.
Try this.
Just a cactus.
We're talking about
Thank
drugs
you.
and hallucinogens with a literal baby.
She's always hallucinating. Good job.
Good job, child. Anyway, dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
Dinosaur poop.
There is dinosaur poop right there, right in front of Thanos' gauntlet.
Try it,
That is
Alex. It's a
fossilized.
hallucinogenic trip that comes along with it if you lick it.
Has anybody actually tried licking poop to get a high? There has to be at least
Well,
one.
now's
people.
your chance.
I don't want to be that person.
There's
I'll
a
be
lot
the
of
second
people
person.
who've licked poop in life, and I think the only thing they got was a stomach disease.
People harvest mushrooms from cow pie.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Why do they do that?
I don't know. I don't know how true that is. Because I know, like, growing mushrooms, you have to have, like, perfect, spotless. Any bacteria gets on it, your whole batch is ruined. But, so, I mean...
She's very noisy today.
Bacteria. She thinks she's talking.
You think you're cool? What do you got to say about the socio... What's 2 plus 2?
Dad.
Ow.
Jesus.
Has she ever slapped you in the face, like, really hard?
Yeah.
This, pow.
She kicks me, too.
Do you think babies have a conscience? Or do you think they're just literally just piles of flesh running on instinct?
Yeah, she laughs and... Well, yeah, what kind of question?
I'm just wondering, like, it's a philosophical
She's
question.
even judging you right now.
Well, I think you're dumb. Huh? What are you going to say about that, huh?
She's ignoring you.
Yeah, because you have nothing to say. Dork. The way she looked at me. She did the rock thing. She did.
She's mad at you.
That was funny. The way she looked at me. I'm beefing with the baby, bro.
You truly are. She doesn't have to say anything and she's winning.
She can bite pretty hard.
I can bite. I'll bite her.
Dinosaurs, though, they bite.
No, so I was gonna bring this up. Why is it that when it came to this is your whole personality, why'd you choose dinosaurs?
It's freaking cool.
Because I chose cowboys.
It was so cool seeing Jurassic Park at the age of 3.
I have to give a controversial take here. I don't really like Jurassic Park that much.
Why?
I just
He's scared.
No, definitely not. No,
Me too,
I rewatched it like last week, the first one, and I was like, what was so entertaining about this when I was 5? I don't know. Maybe I lost the fire of liking like a really big reptile eating people. Mm-hmm. And I'm just all like,
still likes Transformers though.
He got him.
The movies, the cartoons.
Doesn't matter.
I like
transforming robots. Is that any different than liking dinosaurs?
Cars into robots.
That is pretty Kino to me though. I don't know
what Elon's prime mission is.
Well, I don't really know. Actually, to be honest, it was never about the Transformers ever transforming. It was always
really like Shia LaBeouf.
No, I actually don't really like those movies, honestly. But I do. I really did like the cartoons. But no, I always just found the premise of just some robot just being like, "What are you flush piles doing?" Oh, we're like, I don't know. Like, look at this little random object, and the robot's like, "Oh, how peculiar." Also, Civil War and racism,
which I find interesting. That you find that more interesting when you're the philosophical guy who's like, the universe and the entirety of Jurassic Park is questioning whether or not science should go forward with what it's doing and play God when maybe we
full
shouldn't
send it.
I think they should bring back the gargoyles.
Like carving gargoyle?
No, the show.
No, that's real too. No, Gargoyles goes crazy. I would love a new reboot of that show.
Each gargoyle was named after like a city in New York, like Brooklyn, Bronx.
That would go hard.
They never brought. That was like the coolest show ever. And they never brought it back.
That's because the industry hates animation.
It really does.
But everything else was started off as animation. Could you imagine if they had a not like live action, but I mean live action gargoyle?
It'd be weird.
I'd watch it.
Little weird.
Like it would probably kind of be like the Sorcerer's Apprentice movie Disney made.
A little bit.
I think so, in like style.
I don't know. I like animation, and I don't understand why they're trying to kill it.
Because it costs too much, and it's too. I can't produce slave labor with somebody's drawings well enough.
Wow.
It's you really want the answer to it with all capitalism? I can't get that guy to produce well enough in a short time span without him complaining. Capitalism.
Or even if they just rebooted the show.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but they won't because they hate animation.
Yeah.
They did it with Scooby-Doo and
that new
Titans.
one? Which one? The new one that has I just read something today.
I hate it. I hate
Velma's
it so
like
much.
15 naked making out with people or whatever.
I have no idea. I just saw like one thing about it. I've never seen it.
Shaggy's black now.
It doesn't even make sense. The whole show makes no sense. I hate it so much.
Big Mouth got another season.
Literally nothing on that new Velma show makes sense. None of the characters are even close to who they were in Scooby. Why they're even relating the show to Scooby-Doo makes no sense. There's not even Scooby-Doo in the show.
Could have just
like
Scooby's not in the show?
No, he's not in the show.
Do you think it's for people that like fetishize? Is that a word?
It might be.
The Scooby-Doo characters.
Like honestly,
we're gonna steer away from bestiality, but here's Velma.
Like honestly, looking at the show, I read a comment on this. Is somebody was like, it's like they made the show for people to hate it. It's like everything people hate in a show. Even makes fun of people who like watching animations in the show, an animated show.
Unironically, now thinking about that take, monetizing hate isn't too wild of a take because that's what kind of YouTubers do sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So doing it with the whole show, while crazy, unironically could work. Because now that you said it, that would totally make sense if Big Mouth that's the only reason why it's lived.
See, what's weird about so it's funny about that is Big Mouth, I remember people actually liking it when it first came out.
Yeah, the first season apparently went hard, and then afterwards it's just like
they just make it weird.
Yeah, it's just really.
It's the same with Rick and Morty too. People really like Rick and Morty, and then the new season I've heard a lot of people not like it.
I don't understand. Okay, Rick and Morty is a weird case. That one they went. They brought back that sauce. They brought back that sauce. That guy ruined an entire franchise. I'm Rick or whatever. But no, but it's like I don't know what's up with the American animation industry where it's all like, yeah, our animation consists of sex jokes and Family Guy, and I'm all like, dude, can you like come up with? I don't fucking get it, dude. I don't. I don't want to be like a weeaboo, but but Japan got it down, bro. They got genres of animation. There's only like really one genre of American shit, and it's all like sex jokes and racism, and poorly animated stuff that is off-sided to stuff already in Asia, Korea in specific. So it's all like Korea,
and the worst part about it all is when they finally do something that deviates from the formula that people really like.
It doesn't get covered.
It. Oh yeah, they literally cancel it. Like every single animated show on HBO Max that they had going that people liked, gone. Like the Infinity Train,
gone.
People really liked that one. Nothing. Just completely purged every good animation.
People like worship CGI though. They're like, oh, you see how House of Dragons and Game of Thrones,
which I find super weird. How do you worship CGI but not like an animated thing?
I think because fantasies, people want to believe dragons are real.
I guess maybe
Americans are just weird. I think it might probably be for like a multitude of small reasons. It's kind of culminating to one giant problem. Like I don't really. I think it's probably a cultural thing where it's all like it's like just Americans are just different from, I don't know, I guess technically Asians, where it's still like, I don't really know how to say this. Like Americans are more in for the fantasy of it, where on the other flip side, it's all like this, I don't know, anime. It's all like, it's just the story. Like, oh, it's a story. Let's just see where we go. And the Americans are like, I want to be a cowboy with the big iron on my hip while fighting a dragon. Yeehaw part, like kind of like that, or like seeing the realistic superhero, I guess, fighting the giant purple man from space. Ooh, it looks cool. Like something like that. It has to be small cultural things that people just don't like it.
But what's funny is people do actually like the animated stuff.
Yeah, but it just never shows up.
Everybody loves the new Puss in Boots movie.
I have yet to watch it.
Apparently that's one of the greatest animated films to ever be created.
Is it animated or just CGI?
It's animated.
Is it animated? Okay.
And anything, it's only CGI when you have to put like something over like something real life.
Okay.
Like the person in the green suit with tennis balls all over.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just curious because sometimes CGI gets like blended in with After Effects, so it's still like.
Which is something I found super weird about the Lion King movie, is the whole movie was CGI, so it was basically an animated movie, but they still called it live action.
Yeah, they're just weird. Like, it's just like, I feel like low key, I feel like the American people are getting gaslit into actually liking CGI because it's probably more profitable and way easier to make.
I think so.
Because you can rig an animal.
Baskin's tigers or lions.
What did you say? Basket, tigers, and lions?
Carol Baskin.
Carol from the Tiger King thing?
They used her.
I don't know. I've never heard of that. Why?
She's hyperventilating.
But yeah, I don't know. I really don't understand what they're doing with. They're absolutely fumbling the ball with pretty much all their entertainment right now.
Oh yeah, and a weird. Okay, so another weird thing too is, I guess this is probably one small detail, but it's all like, just a movie in general, just entertainment. It's like a lot of people are now being like, a lot of companies are just kind of like, oh, we can't make the money that we originally did with like DVDs and stuff because of streaming. So like everything's kind of changed now. So it's like we can't make a goofy movie anymore with Kevin Hart and whatever the fuck Faces was, and like make a comedy.
Yeah,
because now it has to be a blockbuster or we will go bankrupt.
I guess that is.
So it's like
true. It's true, because they could have just like spent whatever money and whoever would buy it on DVD. Now they have to pay Roku, Netflix, HBO. It's crazy. I never thought about it like that.
Yeah, no, it's all capitalism. It's all because somebody wants money. I can guarantee you why animation probably in America doesn't like really succeed anymore like that is it's not like in Japan. Japan anime is everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. It makes its profit and even then some. So it's all like here in America, I see more sports guys than I see anime characters. Genuinely. I see probably, and here's funny enough, I see more LeBron than I do SpongeBob.
I actually would disagree. I think I see a lot more SpongeBob, but I think that's because SpongeBob's such a profitable thing.
SpongeBob's a legend here.
Yeah, I mean, you literally, I can't scroll through Twitter without seeing SpongeBob.
I think
On
SpongeBob's
Twitter, I
probably
meant
the
like
number
just on
one
TV. Like I just don't see him.
That too?
I just see more of like LeBron or somebody.
Maybe it's the TV you watch.
Maybe.
But even like in Mexico, like there's so many SpongeBob memes.
But that's different. Okay, that's another thing though. Mexicans and Japanese people are very similar. Where they like animation. They don't give a fuck about some soap opera. They really could care less.
No, that is not true.
That's older Mexicans. All the younger ones, that is completely
not
yes,
true.
it is. Yes, it is.
You're gonna argue.
I will
me
fucking
on
argue
that.
with this.
Do you even know
I've
what a
been in
novella
Mexican
is?
households. None of the
I am a
fucking kids
Mexican
care.
household.
Yeah, I know. No, but I've been there. Like they could care less. They'd rather
That
go
is
watch.
not
They'd
true.
rather go watch Evangelion than their aunt shit.
Do you even know what a novella is?
Yes, I've watched them. I've been in fucking rooms with my aunts, and I'm all like,
Fernandez.
yes.
That goes hard. I cried like the whole series.
Oh,
Do you even know who Vicente Fernandez is?
You know what the problem here, Caleb? It's the girl talking about it, where the guy doesn't know shit about it, and I don't even care for that genre.
Ask
That's why.
Ulysses. He'll back me up.
I don't know.
He's the first one that's like, let's watch this.
Does Ulysses like that, or does he like Goku?
I like
Exactly.
both, though.
That's the fucking difference.
He's the one
He
that's like,
loves-
let's watch this Vicente.
He loves
Not
his
Goku.
anime.
He's a Naruto.
He
fan.
loves Naruto too.
That works too. I like the goat. Him too.
I
It's
think
different.
I've seen a lot more Hispanic people love anime than anything else. Even like the sports stars from like South America,
They always reference them.
love their anime.
Always reference them.
I don't know. I think it might even just be equal. Because everywhere I go, there's like a novella. It's like Luis something.
I feel like
forget.
that's the only programming they have. Anime,
Novellas.
novellas. There's nothing in between. They don't have game shows.
Which
or
honestly,
No, they do.
I think that's.
I've never
that's
seen
good.
anything other than a novella, the news,
That's
or anime.
because you're American, dude.
I've been in Mexico. That was only the only thing on TV.
Okay, besides Americanized Mexico, like Cancun, Puerto Vallarta.
No, I've been in the mud. I've been in places where it's either, you know what? Honestly, the TV's never even worked. To be honest, they just went.
Now that's just like
No,
stereotypical.
no, I'm not even joking. The TV's barely ever worked or even had any channels. At one point, you'd have to be forced to go outside and do some shenanigans, which I won't lie, I did enjoy when I was younger.
I've tuned out like.
I know now it's just two Mexicans debating.
All I know is people like Goku. People like their novellas. I think it's
When taco trucks be using Goku as their mascot, I know who's done a better cultural impact on a generation.
Alex can't even. He doesn't even know Spanish. How are you gonna
I
argue?
you know what.
one of these days.
How do you
one
even
of-
know what they're talking about?
I'll
I
solve.
don't. Sometimes I'm even confused.
I will solve this argument by asking Ulysses himself.
You're gonna have to record him, then add a clip at the end.
Goku or a novella?
Which one is more iconic?
If you don't say Goku, man, throw him out.
Just throw him out for giving his opinion on his country that he lived in.
Anime Twitter's gonna, anime Mexican Twitter's gonna have a problem. He didn't choose Goku. He ain't real. He's not for the streets. Something like that. I could already imagine the tweets. I'm just being a goofball.
Oh man,
I wonder what she's gonna be into.
I don't know.
You ever think about that? You ever think about a child's future and what they're gonna do?
Yeah, I'm like, I could have her watch Bluey with me, but we're gonna sit here and watch Joe Rogan Experience.
Dude, wait.
You know what she loves? She loves watching Markiplier.
She does really like Markiplier.
Because he's hot.
I guess.
Have you never seen Markiplier with his shirt off?
No.
No, I think you might be the only one.
Really?
You're the only
He
one.
had
who's
we had a whole pool
Oh
episode with
no,
his dog.
you're right. I watched Unis Honest. So.
Alex
you
is
go.
just subscribed to his OnlyFans.
I actually haven't actually. Where's the OnlyFans leak?
The OnlyFans leak.
Didn't he crash the website?
He did. The first day he released his OnlyFans, it crashed. And then people started leaking it. And so they were like, you do realize all this money from the OnlyFans goes to charity, so you're stealing from charity.
And the classic words of Michael Jordan. Fuck them kids.
And you know it went to kids.
I don't even know where it's even going to. What was
But
it even going to?
Human society or dogs. I think Markiplier
Was it
would
dogs?
care
Okay, that's
more about
different.
animals than kids.
Has he?
I don't know. He has like 3 dogs, but he doesn't ever talk about kids.
because he's probably Korean. He doesn't want to be forced in. I can guarantee his parents probably bring it up all the time, and that's why he doesn't like
Mom, just his mom.
That's relatives. We'll say relatives.
His relatives.
You know that I've always loved the fact that his dad's an Easter egg in Doom.
That is really cool that they added his dad as an Easter egg.
I always, every time I was in the hub in Doom, I'd be like, oh, Markiplier reference.
Oh,
Every time.
yeah.
I don't know. She likes cumbias, but if I try to play J. Cole, she cries.
She cries at J. Cole.
Like, how?
What album though are you playing though? Because that's the difference.
Either KOD or the one it's like blue and he's like sitting on a I can't.
Oh, the one with
workout. It's an older one.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, I don't.
GOMD.
Play the jazz one. The jazz one's that album's pretty good.
Sometimes we just go on drives and I play it.
Do you know that you have feet yet or no?
Huh?
Does she know she have feet yet?
Oh yeah, she does. You don't see the claw marks from her trying to bite them.
It's her foot. She's not as flexible as her uncle Jordan.
Jordan could scratch his ears.
She is flexible.
You
did it.
Poop.
Weird ass baby.
She ate a steak yesterday.
She ate a steak. She can eat meat now.
She can eat food.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you're not. Maybe you are more developed than I thought.
She likes applesauce.
I'm a 5-year-old. I don't actually really like applesauce.
She doesn't either, to be honest. She likes bananas.
See, that's
bananas and beans are her favorite.
Beans.
She loves beans.
You like beans? I think she's falling asleep. She doesn't even know what's going on. Good take. But yeah, she's an interesting little one.
Have there been dinosaur sightings? Because I know that you can find mammoth bones around here.
Mm-hmm.
But has there any like actual like reptile dinosaurs been found in Washington State?
I don't think like too many major ones. I think
small
maybe
ones.
like the smaller reptiles, maybe not like the cool ones, but definitely smaller reptiles.
Yeah, we're gonna have to correct me on this. What's a better environment for fossilization to occur? Hot or cold? I think it's cold. I think it's hot. No,
I believe you find more in the hot because I'm trying to remember the history behind it, but you'll find a lot more like mammoth and ice age stuff up towards like Washington and stuff due to like I think like it had something to do with the climate at the time that like I can't really remember. It's been a while
tar
since
pits
I
go
read
crazy.
my
I think like the
dinosaur
oxygen
books.
levels were way either lower or higher. I can't
Way
remember.
higher.
Yeah.
So like there's no way that humans could have lived back then because like I think even the like carbon in the air was a completely different percentage, like significantly different than.
Well, they could. They'd just take a lot of adjusting to the.
It'd be probably. Well, no. Well.
Have you seen like the future humans that their eyes are like giant and
They're anime characters, yeah.
So stupid.
No, I
But
think
maybe true.
I think you could live on I don't know. Has anybody actually done the math on that?
I know Matt Pett did a theory on that about the reality of having dinosaurs in the modern age and how like the dinosaurs would like
Just choke to
basically
death.
suffocate. But I do think that if you were to hatch a dinosaur from an egg, that it would eventually
I
grow.
think probably like a smaller dinosaur.
I feel like it'd grow used to its environment since that's what it was born into. But
like
like
dwarfism.
yeah, definitely if you were to like time travel a dinosaur to the modern age, it just
Keel over in like an hour.
Yeah.
I think a human would be fine.
I think here's the thing with humans is we can get used to like climbing mountains in higher elevation and have our oxygen like used to that kind of stuff.
I'm really
So I feel
low,
like-
but what about really high?
I feel like we could get used to higher.
I think maybe
oxygen
it
levels as
could
well.
probably be. No,
It just take a lot of training.
Nerd take here. You have a higher oxygen count. Would you actually do better?
I don't know because they said
Or oxygen and carbon, or just air. Higher air count. I should say here.
They've said that having like too much of like oxygen in your body is
Yeah, bad.
poisonous.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's at
I
that.
don't
Well,
know.
that's pure oxygen because I don't really know because now it's even then with like historically speaking, it's still technically like the air we have today, but everything's just like normal.
Mhm.
So it could just be
Yes.
it could be weird.
I guess it's like you say, with the universe of infinite possibilities, anything's possible. So
I'm sure the Earth had a lot more greenery back.
Oh
then.
yeah,
too.
that's
definitely.
for
This area
sure.
was a rainforest.
Mhm.
That's crazy. Like, if you just dig out there, there's just trees that are rocks now. Like over there in our backyard. Like,
It's true.
there's a whole. We found a fossilized fern one time.
That's cool.
I have the fossil in my room still.
Low key though, I want to go find a fossil and then hang it in my room.
That's what I really want to do.
I got one for Colby for Christmas. It's what's orthoceri or something like that. It's like the one.
Like I want to get like
you
a
want to
dig
bring
team.
it out real quick?
I want to get like a dig team, and I'll be like, I want to go find a dinosaur.
Uncover Zippy the T-Rex. See, I
Then
would
I'd have to go to
love-
Texas for that.
I would. You don't have to go to Texas, Montana.
Oh, that's true.
That's where they find
or
the
is it
most
that, or
T-Rexes.
just a strip right there in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Man, I love. I think that was my dream. It's still my dream. I want to have a room with just a dinosaur fossil in it, just like a velociraptor, something. But the probability of that happening extremely low. Oh.
What's it called?
I don't know.
It's an ortho something.
Orthopod?
But they polished it into a egg shaped. They have different.
Currently
ones.
messing around with the baby as Caleb and
Wow.
Mariah are doing
Zoom.
something.
Yeah, that's really cool though. Wasn't this place flooded too at one point? So it's
Yes.
like an ocean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so in Ellensburg, I told you about the blues, right? That they're like $10 a gram, but like people, I don't know, I'm a huge rock nerd,
Mm-hmm.
but there's so many different theories on how they got there. There was like a lava flow, people say. Some people say there was a river, but if you go North Ellensburg up to like
What a fool!
Reeser Creek or Red Top Mountain, you'll find like the Ellensburg blues, which are pretty cool. Like,
Okay,
it's like
I have an argument we can get into real quick. How many continents are there?
Continents?
Continents.
7.
Shouldn't there be 7?
Culturally speaking,
What?
because what separates Russia from everybody else?
Isn't there a part of Russia in Asia and there's part of Russia
In Europe.
Mm-hmm.
So why is that?
because it's big?
Because it's a big.
Is it
country.
Afro-Eurasia or Europe, Asia, and Africa?
Huh?
We've had this talk in
Now
the
you
past.
sound like Kanye.
No, it's just an argument sometimes that rock people have with each other, where it's like there's 7 continents. No, technically there's 2, and there's 2 big ass islands. So yeah, well technically 3 if we count Europe or the UK. But technically
I
there's
think the
4.
tectonic plates have something to do with
See,
it.
that's another one. So if we count the tectonic plates, there's like 12 or something like that. There's more than 7. It's really funny. Or there's some people that say there's actually no continents because all it's actually technically still connected. It's just separated by water.
See, and you guys said that the T-Rexes having the brain capacity to have cultures was crazy. That's crazy.
I think everything has cultures if you think about it.
Technically, she's not wrong. Because what is this child doing? No, it's you can see it. There's in orcas. There's dialects.
Oh yeah, they're also super intelligent though.
Yeah, fishies sometimes have it too.
Goldfish are a lot smarter than people give them credit for.
Credit cards
Credit cards for.
Well, with that being said,
Actually, no. This is a thing
they have
that's
credit
actually
cards.
true.
No, they have fish cards.
Fish actually they learned how to drive. They did a study that taught them how to drive.
Well, there goes Kurt Cobain's theory.
That fish can't drive.
They don't have feelings.
Oh, well.
It's okay to eat them.
Oh, feelings how? Like feelings of pain or feelings of
I know, he just
emotions?
said it's okay to eat fish because they don't have any feelings. In a song.
Well, they are delicious, so no amount of feelings can make something not taste good.
Yep.
Yep. That's the logic
It's a
I'm
whole
sticking
thing,
with.
Too. That's why
Eating things with
I want to
emotions.
go hunting, honestly. I want an elk. It's so much more humane than buying from like slaughter factories and stuff.
I just kind of want to have an elk steak.
Pretty good. Venison's actually really good. People are like, it's too gamey. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's
Those are white people talking.
White people.
It's a fucking steak. Eat it, goddammit. Unless it's
True.
bear. Bear's greasy. That's the only.
I've never
expression.
tried bear, but that's weird to me. I mean, I guess
Eating
if I
a
really
bear-
had to,
eating
it's like
an-
eating a dog.
Well,
A bear?
bears don't have like
I've had bear jerky. Actually,
eating
take that back.
eating predators is not good for you
Yeah, that's what I
in
heard too.
the slightest because it does not give you the right amount of nutrients that you need.
That's why I say like people. Well, I mean, bears aren't carnivores, but
They're
they still eat
herbivores.
meat.
Or omnivores. They're omnivores.
Omnivores.
Yeah, but still, if it eats meat, most likely you're not going to get the right amount of
That's probably why they're
nutrients
so
from it.
greasy. If you think about it,
No, it's because they're fat. They're really fat.
but
That
why do
too.
they get fat?
Because they eat like
Have you ever tried
Everything.
whale?
no.
Alex did say he wanted to
I
eat a
do.
whale.
I do actually want to eat a shark and a whale, not fucking shark fin soup. I want to actually have. I want a shark steak.
Shark
Sharks.
steak.
That's what it's called. But like a good
Duck is
piece-
really good. Duck is probably one of my favorite proteins.
Duck. I've said previously that I still want to try crickets. That still rings true. I want to eat some crickets, like fried
So-
crickets.
Cook some up for you. I guess in one of the restaurants he worked, he said fries. Ants taste like lime. is what he
I've
told
heard
me.
that too. I think I read
But he
that.
also told me I can't try them because if you're allergic to like crustaceans, that you most likely have an allergy for ants.
Oh, that makes sense. Oh, we're losing her. All right, I guess we better wrap things up here. The baby is falling asleep.
You're blaming it on the baby.
Oh, look at her.
What are you
What's she
doing?
Do you guys have any final things you'd like to say?
There are giants in Alex's program to believe what he sees on TV.
I don't really watch TV that much.
He's programmed to the internet. He's not a free thinker.
Am I stuck in the Matrix,
He's
bruh?
stuck in the Matrix.
Caleb,
But
what is
he's
your
not even
take
stuck
on
in the
this?
Matrix. He's stuck in the credits of the Matrix.
As the
credit
host, I
scenes.
will give my take after your take.
I already gave my take early. I explained it upstairs. You know, it's just I don't know,
How were the pyramids built?
from the ground up.
Oh, okay.
Slave labor,
That-
Jewish slave labor. If we're taking Bible into consideration.
Unfortunately, Mariah, I have to agree with this. The pyramids were built by slave labor, and there was no giant on top of that mountain.
Have
That
you
was
seen
a
the
CGI.
Netflix series though? It's what's the guy's name? He was just
guy on
like,
Joe
there
Rogan?
has to be. Was he on Joe Rogan?
Is
Oh
it,
yeah, he was because on the Netflix series.
do you know how
there
many
was a clip of
fucking
him on-
YouTube analyzation videos came out of that documentary? Just like completely like dunking on him.
He came over here though.
I
He was
heard
in
that.
Vantage and was like, "Come on, guys."
I won't
you
lie,
really think-
that guy's weird. But the other guy who studies like the water formations and stuff, the glacier stuff, that guy I like. He seems credible. The other one though, I do believe that there probably was an asteroid that hit like the northern hemisphere and did probably cause a great flood, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
That I believe. The whole ancient super mega ultra people 50-50 on that one. I'm kind of on the fence about that. Like maybe sure if humans have had the same brain capacity for the last 10,000 years, there could have been something and then something hit something and then just caused some problems for us. But then again, we haven't seen anything. So it's just all like,
Who knows? But what we do know is
it's the end of the episode.
humanity still sucks. And
I
it's the
saw
end of
a
the
crop
episode.
circle though before in my lifetime. I think you were there.
Yeah, you also got scared that we were out there.
If you see a crop circle in the middle of nowhere, not even a crop circle, it was like in a field of like weeds. Like it wasn't even crops. Like it was just randomly in the middle of nowhere. We're just like, oh, let's go on a hike in this.
Is that your
field.
impression of Colby? Is Colby in this story? Is that who
He
you're talking
was. You know what? We'll share this story real quick. So,
about? I haven't had any of this water.
back in the days of geocaching being the cool thing to do, that's what we'd do. We went geocaching on the weekends. And at one point, there was this geocache way out somewhere over towards like the middle of the desert area where there is like an old abandoned house where a geocache was supposedly supposed to be. So we went out there.
I think the geocache was the abandoned house.
It was the abandoned house. So we went out there to check out this geocache. And on the way out, it was a long hike out there to the point where you wouldn't even see our car anymore. And then we went beyond that point. And then that's when we found the crop circle. And this one, Mariah and her mom got very scared of this crop circle. Me and Colby didn't not really care about it at all.
Because you guys obviously, have you seen, I've heard about the abductions in Nome.
Man.
Who's Gnome?
In Alaska?
Oh.
Have you seen First Kind? You don't mess with aliens. Larry, Uncle Larry, you need to bring him on here because I think Serenity mentioned this too. He has so many abduction stories.
Of himself or other people?
I don't know. But he just...
We need this Larry fellow on the
Larry.
On the podcast.
I've been
Larry.
wanting to, but
everybody has an Uncle Larry.
I was talking to him at Walmart, and he was like, "Yeah, I'd love to come on your podcast, but I already know as soon as the camera starts rolling, I'm gonna start clamming up."
He's gonna what?
No, you know what you should do? You don't tell him it's recording.
True.
The
Have
entire
hidden
thing. And,
camera.
and we're just like this whole time. Yeah, man, yeah. Just have it in your
This
face,
is a
though.
practice.
This is practice. Just talk. And then be like, we've actually been recording the entire time. Get fucking skadonked.
Joke's on you. But no, so we were out there. I have to finish this story. We were out there that we saw the crop circle. Mariah was scared, too scared to even want to go out there any further. But we finally got out to the geocache, the old abandoned house. It's actually pretty cool. It's like definitely something built way back in like the 1800s. So
It was just a brick house, but half of it was gone.
yeah, so it was something interesting to find, like a old relic of history in our very own town of Moses Lake. But then we ended up getting lost out there. And so me and Colby climbed this big cliffside to be able to get a better view of where we were going. And my sister was pregnant at the time with one of my nephews. I don't remember which one. But so me and Colby climbed up the mountain, be like, we're going to get a better view of our surroundings so we can find the car before it gets too dark because we don't have flashlights. And so we climbed this mountain, and we turn around, and these two bungalows, not these two, Mariah and her mom, climbing the mountain behind us. Mariah being one of the most clumsy people I know.
She dies.
She did almost die on the camping episode.
Yeah, I know about that one.
But yeah.
Dude, the baby is so entertained at this story, dude.
The worst part of it is my sister Candace got mad at me and Colby and said that we ditched them when we said we were climbing the mountain to get a better view and we're going to come back down. How is this our fault? I don't understand. Do you understand?
Do you
I don't.
understand?
Do you understand?
Hell
Yeah.
to you.
That's the story of how we got in trouble for doing the smart thing.
Anyway, I think that should be the end of the episode. I'm getting a little bit tired over
I'm
here.
starving. So yeah, I guess as usual, like, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully you tune in for next week's episode. Don't know what's happening.
We're gonna bring Larry. One of these days we'll bring
Uncle
Larry. We'll bring Larry. We'll try to trick him into believing that we'll just have story. You know what we need to do? Low key, if we're gonna start doing that, we should get like Max's mics. You know, it's like the
where
really
you can-
the cone ones.
yeah.
We need to get some of those and a new camera eventually,
Mhm.
and then like that's how we record from now on.
All plans for the upcoming season 2 of Totally Oblivious.
You keep on saying that, but I don't even know when the release date is.
Whenever we hit the year mark of doing this, that's season
When's
2.
when's the year mark?
April 4th was when we started, so it'd probably be, I think everything moves forward. So, ooh, Totally Oblivious.
Why?
cake.
Why?
But
am
yeah,
I
it should be April 3rd. Should be the start of season 2. What? That's my favorite actor. Anyways, guys, have a good week. Peace out.